Hello, you guys. Welcome to July. I want to talk to you guys this month about reflecting on self-love, my article, Embracing the Woman in the Mirror. It was really important for me to write about this because I don't think people understand, especially women, the importance of self-love and self-respect and why that energy reflects back out into the world and attracts what we want towards us. So my whole article is on, does self-love really matter? And of course it does. It matters in our relationships. It matters in our health. It matters in our mindset and it's our success in life. It really is what creates the baseline of energy that reflects back on us and attracts what we want into our bubble. I think I've talked about this before. My mom had an old saying. She would say, your friend has the worst man picker ever, because she picked the same wrong relationship every single time. It was identical to the last one she was in. And if it looked like it was different at the beginning, she managed to mold it back into the same relationship she was in before. And that had to do with something within her, a lesson she needed to learn, or something about herself, whether that was about more self-love, self-respect, or self-reflection. So I want to give you guys a couple of tips. And these are actionable steps you can take. In the moment, I want you to take a moment right now on reflecting on what it is you see in yourself. Look in the mirror and validate what it is you see. And even if that seems to be a negative at first, when you see it, my butt is too big. My thighs are too small. I don't have enough breast. I wish I had a prettier face. My hair's too short. My hair's too long. It's always something, right? I want you to look in the mirror right now, and I want you to embrace the things that you see, including the things you don't like that you see now. But I promise you, the more you do this, the more you see and love them and understand all these things aren't seen as individual things. They're seen as a unique package of who you specifically are. And you start sharing that love with yourself, within yourself, you start reflecting it back. Self-love is certainly all about health. And another way of incorporating that is doing some self-love that's going to make you a healthier person, right? Mental health, physical health. Start moving action into it. I really want to take walks with my dogs, but I find that I can be so busy in life, so busy in the moment, in my job, and what's going on, that I seem to push that aside. But it is important to me to spend that time with my dog. It's good for their training. There's 2 of them, so it's a little harder. But there's training that I need to do with them, getting them walking, getting them on a routine. And so I now schedule that on my calendar. So I've gotten movement in. I get meditation in because it's important for me to reflect on what it is I want to bring into my world for the day and set that energy and tone for it. And I want to talk a little bit on self-love mindset. It takes work to give gratitude to your body for getting you up today, for making you move through whatever it is you're struggling with, or whatever it is you're embracing for the day. Yeah, there's not joy in every one of those moments, but when we look back, we'll understand the path that it was putting us on, this creating the joy. Doing these are really hard for me, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. I had a stroke a few years back, and it wasn't a big stroke. It was enough to, at the time, affect my speech, where I would think something and jumble would come out. And yet, it still happens to me today. I'll be talking and I hear it coming across beautifully in my brain. And then I go to say something and I'm like, what did I just say? Where did that come from? Or my brain stalls for a second and it takes a minute for the words to come forward. And yet here I am doing these videos, speaking to you and loving the way it comes out, not editing them in any way, because I want you to know that my imperfection is my perfection. Those little things that I came through are what made me who I am today. And I'm embracing them and loving them and looking at who I am in the mirror and all the little parts that other people or even myself might think are broken, but I understand all those beautiful little parts, what I might think are broken or need work on, or would have put me here in this chair talking to you today. So thank you guys so much for listening to these little beats. Give yourself some love. Go read the article. The link is in here. Go check out the article, learn more about how to share self-love and start attracting what you really want in the world. Because I think you deserve it. Like, I'm a hot mess today. I love my hot mess self. So thank you guys for sharing my hot mess and embracing your hot mess and learning that the hot mess is what we really, truly might love about ourselves. Thank you guys.
Dive into Best Holistic Life magazine for tasty recipes, self-care, fitness, meditation, mindset, and spirituality. Let's create a happier, healthier you together.